Hello everybody, it's Schwan again, and this time I'm going to show everyone how to properly upload a TF2 log file so you get all those nice and juicy stats on the scrims that you've played. So the first step is you need to install the supplementary mod, I think it's called actually. You go to tf2logs.com/plugins, or just click plugins, and it's the supplemental stats plugin. I think Sync made this, which is pretty cool. And you download it here. Alright, and this is a source mod plugin. If you don't know how to install source mod on your server, I actually have another video for that. Check my YouTube. But assuming you have source mod set up, if you don't know if you have DM working, soap mod, then you also have source mod. So maybe that'll help you out. So we just downloaded the plugin that Sync made, and we want to put this on our server. So what we're gonna do is go into your favorite FTP program. I use FileZilla. There's also Fire FTP as a Firefox plugin. That's pretty cool. So I know some people like that, but anyway, so what we'll do is we'll go to our server. I'm using Red Flag as an example. Go Red Flag, and here we go. So orange box, and then we'll go TF. Okay, and we will go. Now here's the TF folder. This will look familiar to your local TF folder. It's really not that different. But we will go to add-ons, source mod, and then we'll look for plugins, and you'll see all these .smx files. Alright, you'll see the MGE one, the SOAP, and all that good stuff. And we'll go to, oh crap. Okay, I'll go here, and then we'll go here. And then we'll go here. Okay, so here's the SMX file, and you take this and you just put it into the plugins folder. I am pretty sure I already did this for Red Flag though, so I'm just gonna make sure. Alright, there it is. You put it in the plugins folder, and now your logs will be tracking damage done and items picked up and just more stats thanks to Sync. Alright, so now once you have that plugin installed, you will then need to play a game. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking once they install this plugin, all their logs are now, damage tracking, which is not right. That's not how it works. It doesn't go back in time. But from this point on, from installing this plugin and restarting your server, from that point on, your logs will now have damage done stats and other stats as well, like healing. So to find those stats, we're going to go back to the orange box, we're going to go to TF folder, and we're going to go to a folder called logs. It's pretty self-explanatory. And what I like to do, if the directory ever, there we go. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to sort it by last modified. Alright, so now we'll get the latest logs on this file, or on the server. And you'll see that when scrims are actually happening, you'll see the file size is much bigger. So I'm just going to assume that this one is Red Flag's latest scrim. So what we'll do is we will download it. Let's just use this for now. You'll see these are all my team's logs that I've been logging, and we'll get into that later. But we'll download this Red Flag one. We'll put it in my folder. Alright, now that we have it, it's right here. So I'll open that one up. We'll go ba-boom. Alright, so here's the Red Flag server. I like to rename mine, Red Flag versus blank, whoever it was. But let's open that up, and if you aren't using Notepad++, I would suggest that you use it. You don't have to. You can open this up in regular old Notepad. It'll work out for you. But I like this. So you'll see, eventually, a lot of this is pre-game stats. So what you're going to do is you're going to Control F and do round start, I think it is. No, let's just do round then. Alright, and it'll find the line that says round start. Round underscore start. And this is when the game officially starts. And I've talked to Barncow, I think is his name, the guy who made the TF2 Logs website, and he tells me that it automatically takes all the stuff above the round start, which would be all the DM, out, and doesn't count it towards the log. So don't worry about doing that manually. That could get kind of annoying. Don't worry about it. And you'll see, now that we installed that plugin that Sync made, see you triggered heal 88. So now it's keeping track of how much you've healed and the damage that's being done. Okay, so now that we have our Red Flag versus blank log file, alright, the next step is to surprisingly not hungover. Scalbloss. Great. Awesome. Alright, so the next step is we need to upload it to TF2 Logs. Alright, we're going to do that. You got to log in using your Steam credentials, and you'll see this pretty simple, self-explanatory. Add files, so red flag versus blank, that's what we want. Now, you can name it whatever you want. You just do red flag versus test, and the map name. If you don't remember what map you played the team on, you can actually look in the log. Let's open that again. Logs. You can look in here and you can look for capture. This is what I like to do. Capture. So you see triggered point capture, and it tells you the name of the point captured. So Granary. So that's the only way that I found to tell what the map name is, just from the log file alone. So it looks like the scrim was on Granary. So we'll go back in and we'll type in cp_Granary. Alright, so we'll upload this, and you'll see why we typed in that name soon. Alright, so it's processing. Doop doop doop. Still processing. Alright, good. Let's view the log. Let's close that. Now, this is why we typed in the name of the map, because now we can play and we can see. Skip ahead. See, now we can see like where all the action happened, like who killed who, what was going on. All right, so that's kind of cool. You know, whatever. But the real reason was the damage stat. Now you look, now see all this damage is filled out, so we can sort that. Who did the most damage? I was gonna guess 38, but it looks like Weeble did the most damage. That's pretty impressive. Okay, sure, why not? Alright, cool. So you can sort it by damage, you can sort it by, you know, their KDA and all that kind of stuff. But the reason you installed the plugin was so you could get the damage stat, and also so you could get the healing spread. So you can see, like, let's look at a Niffy. She healed. Is Charlie Brown fucking Weeble? No. No, that's Weeble. Okay, so Charlie Brown is, who is that? That's Blank. So she healed Blank the most, and Blank did the most damage, not Weeble. Great. Cool. Good job beating 38. Yeah, and then you'll see, like, who did she heal, or not she, Ninja Nick, who did Ninja Nick heal the most? It was Curdle, stuff like that. You can look at there, I don't know, let's see how many Ubers they red flag Ubered more, and you can just look at all these stats thanks to the plugin we just installed. Also, going down a little bit further, item pickup. Now this is also because of the plugin we installed, and we can see who picked up the most of everything. So we'll see Raph picked up the most small health packs, and the most, no, sorry, I forgot you can't do more than one, obviously. 38 did the most, you know, this medium, you know, Guy picked up the most ammo, fucking Guy, give me your Reddit name, and Raph did the most drops metal. And it also tracks everything that you ever said in chat. So if you just need to, for some like I know like some league disputes want you to see the chat log, and this is an easy way to give them that. I'm talking to you, TWL players. Alright, so yeah, so that's basically it, and you're done now. But a really good idea is maybe you have a web host, and I know if you have an AI server, it comes with like a small hosting plan, and if you just know basic HTML, you can do what I did, and this is just, I mean, I made this in 5 minutes, just simple HTML, just all it is a table in HTML. In fact, if you don't know any HTML, you could easily look up how to make a table in HTML, and you could do this just like I did. And you can keep track of all the scrims you've ever done, right? And we get this log file. And then here's the stats for that scrim. And then I also uploaded a demo to the web server so you can download it there. Right, so there's something you can do with these logs that would be very useful, and it will help your team. It's not helping us, obviously, because we're not doing so hot, but we'll get there, We know what the problem is because of all these nice logs and demos we've been watching. So thanks for watching. I hope this helped, and I hope now that more teams will upload the logs so we don't have to keep playing on my server. I feel bad asking people to play on my server, but getting the log files are totally worth it, and more people should be doing it. So hope this helped, and I'm signing off.